Today, I randomize every NFL team's quarterback because, let's be real, the QB is the most important position in the NFL. So I want to see how different the league would be if every team's QBs got randomized. So real quick, here's every team's starting quarterback. I just use a randomizer to do this, and some players actually ended up on division rivals. Some teams got definitely worse QBs, and some teams got better quarterbacks. So I think this could end up being very interesting, but yeah, who's going to win the Super Bowl? Let me know your predictions in the comments down below. So let's just start off by advancing this first week to see what's going on with this league. And things are already pretty interesting after week 1. Brock Purdy on the Cincinnati Bengals leading the league in passing yards. Mac Jones on the Chiefs, number 2. Jimmy G on the Panthers, number 3. But look at Jordan Love on the Raiders with 5 touchdowns. And Ryan Tannehill on the Jets was actually Offensive Player of the Week. But let's get to the midpoint of the season to really get like a nice idea of what's happening here. So every team's played around half of their games now, and the Raiders and Niners with only 1 loss here. I mean, we saw Jordan Love with 5 touchdowns in week 1, so it's looking like that's working out pretty well for the Raiders. I actually don't know off the top of my head who the Niners quarterback is. Eagles, Seahawks, so still some of the same teams chilling out here. Texans, though, 5-3. And then taking a look at the season stats so far, Josh Allen leading league in passing yards. Pretty good season from him, too. 15 touchdowns, 5 picks. Josh Allen's former team has Deshaun Watson. He's having a pretty decent year, too. And then look at Mac Jones on the Chiefs. I know Chiefs is usually pretty good in franchise, so maybe anyone could have succeeded in that there, but pretty good season so far for Mac Jones. So yeah, overall, like, things are looking pretty interesting out here. Sam Howell is the 49ers quarterback, and he's doing pretty well. Patrick Mahomes has only thrown 1 interception so far on the Seahawks. Whoa. Ooh. But I'm sorry, Lions fans. It looks like the worst starter in the league so far is Daniel Jones, who's on your team. 6 touchdowns, 9 picks. That's brutal, man. And my guy, Anthony Richardson, in his rookie season on the Cowboys. 4th in passing yards, 3rd in passing touchdowns, and look who's at number 1 here. Lamar Jackson on the Packers with a pretty sick season so far. 22 touchdowns, 4 picks. Maybe he's an MVP frontrunner? Whoa, MVP frontrunner is Josh Allen, but Max Crosby's at number 2? What? Max Crosby has 19 sacks in 9 games? What is that? Somebody's getting sacked way too much in the AFC West is my guess, because that is crazy. He had 4 sacks against the Broncos, 3 sacks against the Steelers, 2 against the Chargers. I mean, whoa, these are some insane games that he's having. I know the main part of this video is QBs, but absolutely insane season so far for him. Let's get to the postseason. Let's see who makes the playoffs. Maybe the Raiders. Raiders are looking pretty good right now. So with every team getting new random quarterbacks, this is what the playoffs are looking like. Dolphins the 1 seed, Eagles with the 1 seed also. So, of course, we saw the Raiders just going off, so I'm not super shocked that the Chiefs didn't win the division. 3 AFC North teams, and one of them is not the Bengals. Wow. But let's see how these quarterbacks play throughout the entire season. And rookie quarterback Anthony Richardson leads the league in passing yards, and it wasn't even that close. About 300 yards over Mac Jones, who finished 2nd in passing yards. 41 touchdowns for Anthony Richardson, too. I mean, that's absolutely insane. Although Madden does like the Cowboys, so, like, maybe it's not that surprising. The Niners system just works, man. Sam Howell, 35 touchdowns, 8 picks. Surprisingly, Brock Purdy, again, the Bengals didn't make the playoffs in this, but Brock Purdy, decent season for him. One player I'm not seeing here right now is Josh Allen. Actually, he's all the way down here, and just an efficient season it looked like, but he was the MVP frontrunner at the midpoint of the season. I don't think he's going to win MVP because I don't think these are MVP type numbers, although I guess he could have ran the ball pretty well. You know what? Josh Allen did end up having a pretty good rushing season. 732 yards rushing, 11 touchdowns. Okay, he might still be in that MVP combo. And the Eagles were the 1 seed in the NFC, too. Anthony Richardson led the league in touchdowns, but also led the league in picks. I mean, 41 touchdowns, though, still. Derek Carr with a pretty mediocre season. Same with Daniel Jones, although it's not negative. It was a negative ratio at one point. Gotta say, though, a lot of picks were thrown this season. Just overall, so many interceptions. I think we just rip off the Band-Aid and see who won MVP, see who won the awards here. So, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Sam Howell at number 3. Lamar Jackson, Kirk Cousins, Anthony Richardson. It's all quarterback. Actually, Josh Jacobs is here, but outside of him, all quarterbacks. I was wondering where Max Crosby went, but he did win Defensive Player of the Year on the AFC side, and surprisingly, Josh Jacobs offensive player of the year. The MVP voting was like almost all quarterbacks, and they're just like, nah, we're not putting any QBs in the player of the year voting. Even on the NFC side, it's just Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen. Bijan wins rookie of the year over Anthony Richardson. That's fine. I did see something funny though. Top 3 of the MVP is like this, but if you go to NFC and best QB, Sam Howell's number 2. What? Max Crosby only ended up getting 9 more sacks, but I mean, 28 sacks is still an absolutely insane season. But we have to see who is going to win the Super Bowl out here. Let's advance the first round, the wild card. We got some pretty interesting matchups. Raiders, I'm looking at on the AFC side here. NFC side, probably the Eagles, but let's just see how the first round goes. So after the wild card round, this is what the playoffs are looking like. The Raiders squeaking on by through the Chiefs. Fortunately, my Ravens lost to the Steelers, and then the Browns beating the Texans. I thought the Niners would pull it off on the NFC side, but not. They lost to the Seahawks, who had Patrick Mahomes, so I guess that's not that crazy. Cowboys Saints actually was a pretty crazy one. 21 points for the Cowboys in the fourth quarter, and it was a battle of the rookie QBs. And yeah, Anthony Richardson, I think, again, the Cowboys, Madden just loves him. They're going to always be good. Tua is actually the quarterback of the Steelers, and yeah, he gets one over Jared Goff, who honestly didn't really have that bad of a game. A rough game for Lamar Jackson against the Panthers and Jimmy G. And yo, Mac Jones actually outplayed Jordan Love, but I think the Raiders team is just so good. I mean, let me just see how many sacks Max Crosby had. Oh, 0. Dak Prescott's the quarterback of the Browns, and he's looking pretty good. Patrick Mahomes honestly didn't really do that much. Sam Howell had the touchdown, so it looked like it was more of a defensive game or maybe a rushing game. Not really. I think it was just defense. But let's move on past the divisional round, see who's playing in the championship games. Unfortunately, Anthony Richardson's run ends versus Patrick Mahomes and the Seahawks facing the Eagles. And then over on the AFC side, Dolphins and Raiders. Probably the 2 expected teams. So the Raiders are looking real good in this. Dak Prescott had a 3-touchdown game, and Kirk Cousins didn't really do much. The run game was, I guess, there for the Dolphins. Yeah, it was mostly a running game for them. 2 of the touchdowns came in the fourth quarter, so a bit of a comeback attempt, but yeah, it was all Dolphins, it looked like. Big time shootout between Josh Allen and Jimmy G, but Jimmy G made the mistake, and that's why the Eagles won. Raiders with a pretty good second half here, but Jordan Love didn't really do too much. I think it's just, yeah, Josh Jacobs, 4.7 yards a carry is pretty nasty. Did Max Crosby get some sacks in this game, though? It's not looking like he got 1. I think in the other games we saw Patrick Mahomes not really do too much, but hey, the Seahawks won. Anthony Richardson maybe struggled. I don't know. It's the run game. It's always the run game. So it's going to come down to these 2 games to see who's playing in the Super Bowl. I'm going to guess Raiders, Eagles, but let's find out. Hey, look at that. I predicted it right. Raiders, Eagles in the Super Bowl. Look at the AFC Championship game. 51-45. I mean, even the NFC Championship game was a shootout. Crazy. I don't think there was any defense played in this game. Let's see how the quarterbacks did. I mean, not that crazy. I mean, still big games, right? 375, 2 touchdowns, 346, 3 touchdowns. I thought there was going to be more touchdowns thrown by these guys. Obviously, there's going to be some rushing TDs. Still saying that they had pretty good games. I just thought it would be a little bit more crazy, but, yo, look at the defense getting sacks out here. And for the NFC Championship game, the Seahawks actually had 100 more yards than the Eagles, but they lost. I'm guessing a lot of yards were thrown. Yeah, Patrick Mahomes, 354, 3 touchdowns. Josh Allen with only 217. But, I mean, it's going to be the run game again, right? Actually, not that crazy for the run game. So, maybe defense. That's probably my guess here, right? Let's see sacks. I mean, few sacks there, picks. There's 1 fumble. Was it returned? Block kick? What? Oh, okay, so that's how there was a defensive touchdown. That makes sense now. So it's going to come down to this, guys. Raiders, Eagles in the Super Bowl. I think I kind of want to lean towards the Raiders here. Like, just overall, their team looks really good. Max Crosby was going off for them, but the Eagles were the 1 seed in the NFC, so I'm hoping this is a good game. Let's check it out. Let's see what happens. Oh, this is going to be a home game for the Raiders, too. I kind of forgot that it's in Vegas, so maybe that's an added wrinkle, even though the Eagles are technically the home team in this game. That's actually interesting. I did not even think about that, but here we go, guys. The Super Bowl. All right, let's see how the first quarter goes here. Raiders get first possession, and they score, but the Eagles striking right back, 7-7. But the Raiders have a big third down here, in field goal range already, but I think field goals aren't going to cut here. Just a run from Josh Jacobs, and he barely gets that. But I want to see Jordan Love throw the ball here. Play fake, airing it out, pass the first down marker. What a throw to Devontae Adams. Wow. Jordan Love. Wow, that was sick. And easy touchdown for Josh Jacobs. Although diving like that gets a little scary. Huge drive for the Raiders to take the lead again. Let's see how the rest of the second quarter goes, though. Do the Eagles answer back? Yeah, easy answer back. They get the ball back, too. And whoa, what just happened here? Okay, there was a bunch of things that just happened. After the Eagles tied up, the Raiders had a 3-and-out, and it looked like the Eagles just marched right down the field for a field goal, and then they get the ball back. Pick. No, Jordan Love threw a pick. James Bradbury literally returned it all the way to the 0-yard line, it says. Like, how? What does that even mean? But the Raiders did pull it back on a long drive and got the touchdown to end the half, so it's only a 3-point game here. Eagles did get the ball to start off the third quarter. Let's see what happens here. Do the Eagles pull away? Do the Raiders fight back? Okay, 10-point lead for the Eagles, and ooh, that's it. That's it for the third quarter. Raiders are on a drive to start the fourth quarter. Pretty much the same spot that we're at when we hopped into the second quarter. Nice run for Josh Jacobs. How did he not get the first down? I'm shocked that the Raiders are not going to run the ball here. I mean, that ball is already past the first down marker anyways, but Jordan Love, quick throw to the outside to Josh Jacobs, who makes a man miss. I mean, somebody just screwed up there. I don't even know if he tried to make the guy miss or the guy just dove right past him. That was kind of crazy. Big touchdown for the Raiders. 3-point game. Finally get to see Josh Allen and the Eagles in action here. And nice screen to DeAndre Swift. Wow, Jason Kelce just didn't block that guy. DeAndre Swift definitely could have gotten way more yards there if Jason Kelce picked out that block. And, ooh, it is third down here. Raiders, this would be huge for them. Flag. Ooh, what could the flag possibly be? Holding, maybe? Yep, it is indeed holding. So, yeah, that conversion, not going to count. Jason Kelce's selling for this team right now. Not real. Jason Kelce's usually way better. So, he's out there to block again. Oh, wow. Just didn't get that. Max Crosby, too much pressure. Raiders only need 3 to tie it up, but they probably need to get touchdowns here. Dumping off to Michael Mayer and pretty decent chunk of yards. I wonder if the Raiders start killing clock. I'm actually surprised they're not running the ball. Whoa, that's a little dangerous, sir. Starting to work the clock a little bit here. Like a minute's already gone off. Big throw. Ooh, okay, just throwing it out of bounds. That was a little weird, though. 2nd and 10. Oh, no! Darius Slay on a quarterback blitz. Wow! I mean, Jordan Love just didn't even see that coming at all. I mean, he was right there as he turned. Like, just no chance with that one. What a blitz. What a time to blitz. And now it's a massive third down here for the Raiders. Jordan Love scrambling, airing it out. Big play. Slay almost ended it there. Still a massive drop, and yeah, in the 4th and 18 situation, probably a good decision to punt it here, but defense is going to have to step up here. They're going to have to tackle him here first. Josh Allen, the Eagles, though, looking to put the nail in the coffin here. Dangerous, I mean, super dangerous throw. Oh, man, that could have changed things up if we caught that pick there, but over the middle and first down. Easy. They are going to have to snap the ball before the 2-minute warning, but yeah, I would just keep it on the ground. Oh, Josh Allen with the keeper here. Trying to truck someone over, too. Josh Allen is an absolute madman, but 2nd and 3. The Raiders going to have to stop this. Okay, that's a stop there. Third down. Might be for the game. Raiders kind of need to get the stop here, and it's a massive run for DeAndre Swift. That might be it, guys. That might be GG's. Maybe they'll have a little bit of time left with that one timeout, but can't give up a first down anymore. The Eagles could get into field goal range here too, and they might have just there. This is definitely the game right here, potentially. 3rd and 4, first down, absolutely going to end the game here. DeAndre Swift with the run, got blockers, and the game is over. Wow. Wow, that was a pretty close one. This was a pretty fun thing to see, but in a league where quarterbacks get randomized, the Eagles winning the Super Bowl. I mean, they just have a pretty good team. Eagles did get pretty lucky, already having a good team and getting randomized a good quarterback too. So, yeah, I'm not surprised, but there you guys have it. Josh Allen definitely won Super Bowl MVP, by the way. Decent game for Jordan Love. The picks were definitely a killer for him, though. But Josh Allen had 4 total touchdowns in this game, so he was Super Bowl MVP. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. YouTube recommends that you watch this one next, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.